Good evening, friends. Welcome to our weekly contemplative prayer session. It's really good to be with you tonight or whenever you are tuning in. Tonight we're going to have a walking meditation as spring is arriving and the weather improving. We find ourselves spending more time outdoors and going for a walk with a conscientious awareness and a commitment to mindfulness can be a wonderful way to deepen our spirits and to stay in touch with ourselves and with God. So you may be watching this on Facebook, you may be watching later on YouTube, or you may be tuning into the podcast. But I invite you, if you're watching the video, to perhaps bring up a favorite place to walk in your neighborhood, at a park, in a forest. Or if you're listening to the podcast, I invite you to go on a walk as you tune in and allow these words to sort of wash over you and touch your spirit. Our walking meditation is one written by Thich Nhat Hanh entitled Walking in Freedom. And before we begin that, I invite you to take a deep breath in, holding, and exhale. Breathing in this present moment, breathing in goodness and peace. And exhaling anxiety and discouragement. Breathing in and breathing out. Walking in Freedom by Thich Nhat Hanh. In the past, I have had a habit of walking as if someone were chasing me. I just wanted to arrive quickly and did not have stability and inner freedom while walking. Through walking meditation, I have transformed a great deal. However, my practice of walking meditation is still not yet solid, and not every one of my steps is taken in mindfulness. I see many people around me who do not have the capacity to live joyfully and at ease in the present moment because they have not yet had the opportunity to practice walking meditation. The Buddha has shared with us that life is only possible in the present moment. I want each of my steps to contain the energy of solidity and freedom, bringing me back to the present moment. I vow that every one of my steps will help me to be deeply in touch with life and the wonders of life. I know that I am still alive. I still have 2 healthy feet, and to walk as a free person on this planet Earth is the true miracle. In former times, the Buddha walked everywhere in freedom, sharing the teachings of love and understanding. Wherever he went, he left traces of footsteps taken in peace, joy, and freedom. Wherever he walked became a sacred place. I might add, wherever he walked was already a sacred place. I too want to use my 2 feet to take steps of peace and happiness. I vow that every day I shall practice walking meditation so that the whole planet becomes a sacred place. I want to learn the teachings and the practices of mindful living, love, and understanding. I shall practice mindful walking everywhere I go to express my love, respect, and gratitude for life on this precious earth. I know that when I make steps with mindfulness, peace and joy, the kingdom of God becomes available right away. All the wonders of life are available in this moment, including the budding leaves, the pebbles, the streams, the squirrels, the sounds of birds, the breeze, the moon, and the sparkling stars in the midnight sky. Yet, because I have often been pushed and pulled in many directions as I walk, I have not always been able to touch these wonderful things of life. Looking deeply, I see that there is no phenomenon that is not wonderful. The drop of dew, the blade of grass, the ray of sunlight, a cloud, or a flash of lightning. In the past, I have wandered around like someone who has nothing to live for. I have discarded the present moment in my search for an illusory happiness in the future. Now, I have begun to wake up. My mindful breathing and walking bring me back to the present, and in this moment, I am able to experience peace here and now. I promise that from now on I shall practice so that every step I take will bring me back to the present moment, to life, and to my true home. I vow that whenever I take a step, I shall be aware of my breathing and the wonderful contact between the sole of my foot and the surface of the earth. While I am walking, I shall be able to put all my heart into every step and nourish the happiness that will refresh and heal my body and mind. I promise that I shall organize my daily life so that whenever I need to go somewhere on foot, I shall walk mindfully. I shall do this whether the distance I need to go is near or far. I shall walk mindfully whenever I walk from my bedroom to the bathroom, from the kitchen to the toilet, from the ground floor to the top floor, from the door to the parking lot, in the forest, by the bank of the river, in the airport, or in the market. Wherever I am, I shall apply the practice of walking meditation. I vow to produce and radiate the energy of ease, freedom, stability, peace, and joy wherever I go. I know I only need to walk with mindfulness and concentration, and I can be at peace. An ancient king said that whenever he saw the Sangha or community of the Buddha going somewhere in mindfulness with solidity and freedom, he was greatly inspired. I vow to do as the original Sangha or community of the Buddha did, so that whoever happens to see me walking will feel respect and faith in the path of understanding and love. With each step, I shall touch the earth with gentleness, with mindfulness, with care. During this reflection, where did you go? Where did you go in your mind as you considered how to walk mindfully? Or perhaps you're walking even now. As you step toward the earth, can you do it in such a way that cultivates that awareness, that mindfulness, that gentleness, and that care for the earth that Thich Nhat Hanh spoke of? I love that he brought in everyday scenarios as well. It might be easier, of course, to take a mindful walk in a beautiful place on the beach or in the woods. But can I walk mindfully in my home? Walking to the refrigerator, to the bathroom, to the car. And in our mobile society, can I apply this to when I drive somewhere or commute by bicycle? Can I travel mindfully? If you're like me, when you're driving, you're kind of in a hurry to get where you're going, and so you might push the speed limit a little, if not go past it. And I've been known to do that in the past, have a few speeding tickets along the line, but I've really tried to apply this ability to be present, even in the car. And when I do that, my sense of urgency to get where I'm going decreases, and I can enjoy the time from here to there and realize I can be present now in this present moment. I don't just have to live in the future of when I arrive and whatever is on the schedule at that point. I can be present right now. I can be awake and alive right now. And when I do that, I find that some of the frustrations of travel diminish. My frustration at other drivers, at the situation of the traffic, my anxiety about whatever I'm driving to, all diminishes. And in its place is gratitude, peace, joy, and I can step into whatever is next with that same attitude. And it makes me able to engage with a more conscious mind in that moment. Well, friends, it's been a delight to spend some time with you again this week. If you find these meditations helpful, feel free to share with a friend. Remember, you can find these on the Holland UCC Facebook page, YouTube channel, or audio podcast. Blessings on the week ahead as you desire to walk mindfully and aware. We'll see you next time, friends.